They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Judicials will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions offense. Get the ball first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of the quarter players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Reynolds. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that 2nd down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They grab the early lead. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Judicials offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He'll pull it down, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. Got some room, heading to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of the drive. Read option left.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He might want another play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
That looks like a really easy thing.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right.
There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll go to the fullback. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a 4th down. And the Judicials line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
offense gets set for second down. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Using his legs. It's made. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The short hands. It's made. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Judicials will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's O'Neal. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Judicials have this offense rolling. On the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They want to run this quarterback. It's a fumble. Got enough for the first. Breaks away in the middle. Oh, he got loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Between the uprights, it's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Makes a move, and he takes this from inside the 5. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He now has 63 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the fullback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun 1st half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Lewis. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
A strike downfield, and he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He now has 84 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. They'll go up top on second and short. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lewis. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Buys a little time. It's complete to the right. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in but couldn't quite get home. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A low line drive and short kick. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Lewis. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
He'll bring it out. It's low. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off play action on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Bounced off his feet.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's low. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. A low line drive and not his best work. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Defense makes a stop, but the change move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Judicials will punt this one away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff to the fullback. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Right on the money. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. He's up to 107 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gives it on the option. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack,